What up, man? It's your boy Twankie, man, and we here to sit down with Studio Plug Memphis, man. Let's go.
Hey, what it do, world? It's your guy, Track Addict, man, down here at Studio Plug Memphis for another sit down. Man, today I got my boy with me, Mr.
Twankie, man, what it do, baby?
Twankie, man, in this thing, man. Hey, shout out to my guy with HPM Studios, the HPM Podcast. You know what it is, hard pimping music, baby. Twankie, man, in this thing, man. What's up with you, Twankie, man?
Man, you got a Track Addict, man. How you doing, bro?
Man, good, bro. Glad to have you here. Appreciate you coming down, man.
Yeah.
Blessing the sit-down couch.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? It's
yes,
Studio Plug Memphis.
Studio Plug Memphis, baby. Right here live, man. Hard pimping.
Man, real experiences, man. Real experiences, man. So, look, first, man, tell us why the name Twankie, man. Why that name?
Man, so look, you know, man, how motherfuckers in Memphis is, motherfuckers be checking and shit. You know what I'm talking about? So this back, you know what I'm saying, little tight, you know what I'm saying, 6, 7, 8 years old round type shit. Man, motherfuckers new in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? We was hooping this shit. Jones fired my ass up, you know what I'm saying? That shit kind of stuck, you know what I'm saying? We was like, man, we was picking team, we playing basketball and shit. I really ain't never told this shit publicly before, but so anyway, you know what I'm saying? He was like, we were busting up for teams and shit, man. John was like, man, I got, man, big Twinkie looking ass dude, you know what I'm saying? So everybody, you know, he, and then all the older kids started coming to the park, shit, you know, ain't nobody know, man, just moved over in the neighborhood. Man, what's your name? His ass, man, his name Twinkie, man. So that shit just stuck, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I couldn't motherfucking fight it off, so you know what I'm saying? Shit, it was just like, it is what it is, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Shit, Twankie, man, been here.
Been Twankie, man, ever since.
Yeah, slick, yeah.
It's like, man, when I grew up, you know, they always called me white boy.
Right.
But at first, I used to look at it as like a little disrespect, and I'd be like, look, man, my name is so-and-so, bro. Call me that.
Right.
Then after a while, I just kind of embraced it. And, like, people call me white bum. Yeah, what up? You know what I'm saying?
Real shit, cause I know, real fact, cause man, I know for like that whole summer, man, I down there was getting the scrapping over that shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause like you said, it was like, man, y'all being disrespectful at this point. But then it was like, man, look, fuck it, I can't shake it off. I'm gonna make this shit cool. I'm gonna make you want to be Twankie, man.
Man, the best nicknames are the one other people get you, not you get yourself.
What you said? So shout out Robert, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I ain't seen your ass in 40 years, but man, goddamn it, you know what I'm saying?
Twankie, man, in the build, man. So look, I know you in the music game. You got your studio, you got your podcast. How long you been doing the music?
Professionally, since probably 99.
99.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
man, it's like cash money,
man. What you said, taking over for the 99 and 2000, baby. You know what I'm saying? I was that's the first time I hit the studio, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I come from a musical family, man. I've been writing and making beats since I was like 8 years old and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, I mean, I had been doing that shit all through middle school, writing songs and shit, high school writing songs. But it was like my 12th grade year, the first time somebody took me to the studio, and man, I was hooked, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, that's what I want to do. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't stopped yet.
Yeah, you bumping too, man.
Appreciate it.
You know, at the end of the interviews, man, I have my guests spit like a hot 16 acapella. You down for that?
Man, I always got bars.
Okay, we're going to do that too then. That's what's up, man. So what made you want to do music, though?
Man, like I said, you know what I'm saying? I come from a musical family. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother's brother was in a group called Bread back in the 60s and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, they don't want Grammys and shit. You know what I'm saying? They were big time back then. So I was just born around it. You know what I'm saying? So everybody in my family played instruments. Everybody write songs and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was just the one that was drawn to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I ain't play the guitars and do the rock music like everybody else. It was just like, you know, that didn't speak to me. You know what I'm saying? Once I heard hip hop, I'm like, I understand that language.
Salute to your fam, because that's dope, bro.
Yeah,
it's like,
appreciate it.
I looked up. I didn't have no family members that did music, man. So by the grace of God, man, I got pulled into a studio at an early age by an older partner of mine that I still look up to as like a big brother. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I went to the studio as a little kid, and man, it was just something about it, just like put something in me. I'm like, this is what I want to do. Right. You know, so salute, man. That's major, man. What's the first hip hop you recall hearing?
It wasn't the first I heard, but like the first like majors watching that shit, of course, was like Hammer and Vanilla Ice era.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that was pop. That wasn't what really spoke to me. When I first heard Too Short.
It was hard back then.
No,
though,
they
man.
was. And what was Hammer had when he did Have You Seen Her? That jump still go hard to this day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was Too Short, man. When I first heard Too Short in the Ghetto,
yeah,
that song, I was the storytelling aspect of it, and the bass line. It just, I was bumping the hell out this shit, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, Too Short just, you know what I'm saying, showed me like, man, you can get on this joint and just tell what you see. And it was like, man.
For sure.
Yeah. And then
I definitely was a big Too Short fan growing up, man. And one thing that I liked about his music was like, everything I had been listening to up to that point was like gangster music, you know what I'm saying, like Memphis hip hop, rap, 360 stuff like that. So like it's still gangster to a point, you know what I'm saying, talking about killing and all that. Yeah. But like, Too Short kind of introduced you to the pimping and like just like his music just make you want to ride in the drop top or something. You know what I'm saying?
That's that Bay Area shit.
Yeah, like he just had that whole persona, like it make you want to have fun and be positive and not just, you know what I'm saying, hit somebody in their mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
and I done met a lot of folks that from the Bay, you know what I'm saying, that they really identify with Memphis. There's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, similarities between Oakland, you know what I'm saying, not, the surrounding cities not as much, but specifically Oakland with Memphis, you know what I'm saying, because I got few partners that came down to Memphis from there, and they were just like, man, Memphis feel like Oakland to them, and they from there. So, you know what I'm saying, it made me realize, you know what I'm saying, how much, why Too Short and Ant Bakes and them type of cats really identified with me, because, listening to them in the 80s, it really wasn't a lot of hip-hop artists that was, you know what I'm saying, getting radio play back then anyway, you know what I'm saying, so.
That's the pop.
Right, you know what I'm saying, and like, the NWA, that didn't really, I was a little too young, you know what I'm saying, to understand it at the time. Only thing I knew was they was cussing a lot, and nobody want, you know what I'm saying, that, hey, you don't need to be listening to that, but, the beat's hard, you know what I'm saying, and being that young, only thing you hear is like the nastiest songs, you know what I'm saying, the song they talking about getting head and this here, you like, that shit bumping, you ain't really paying attention to the political side of what they were talking about, you know what I'm saying, so, I was a little too young to understand it, but you know what I'm saying, by then by the time the Chronic and Snoop Dogg came out, it was a wrap. 2 feet in, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Man, all about hip hop.
What was it that made you realize, like, I'm gonna try to do this music professionally? You know what I'm saying? I know at one point you was probably just doing it for yourself.
And
I knew. Always knew?
I knew. At 6 years old, I knew.
Okay.
I loved writing songs. I knew I was gonna record them. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was one day. I had the whole grandioso, you know what I'm saying, visions, and you know what I'm saying, even though, my career might have not turned out like I wanted it to, boy, you know what I'm saying, shit. In my mind, boy, I was up there with the greats, you know what I'm saying, because I thought, you know what I'm saying, my pen game was nasty, you know what I'm saying. I wasn't always the best, you know what I'm saying, freestyler, but you know what I'm saying, my pen game and my storytelling abilities was, you know what I'm saying, off the chain. So, you know what I'm saying, I knew I was gonna do that. It wasn't never a question in my mind.
What would you call your music style?
Reality rap. You know what I'm saying? Rap. Yeah, I mean, I've always rapped about my life experiences. You know what I'm saying?
Is there any artists out there you would compare yourself to?
I don't know about necessarily compare myself to, but I've taken a lot from a lot. My music is a mixture of everybody I've admired. You know what I'm saying? From Tupac to Bone to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, anytime I see something that I ain't never seen before, I take it, you know what I'm saying? Because especially, you know what I'm saying, when I was developing, because you know what I'm saying, I'm 42 years old now. I came from an era where originality was key. You know what I'm saying? You hear somebody rap a certain way, you can't rap like that because now you biting their flow, you biting their sound. You know what I'm saying? So that was always part of me trying to figure out my sound. I even remember it was a whole summer I got caught up writing like Scarface. You know what I'm saying? I got caught on his flow because it was just like the bounce that he was on that Ghetto Boys was like, ooh, I like that bounce. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up, you know what I'm saying, I had to physically stop for a minute, like, don't write nothing else that sound like that, because now you done got good at it. Yeah. Don't do it no more. But that way I can take it and put it here, put it there, and you know what I'm saying? So it was always kind of like a gumbo to me. I take from what I like from the greats and just mix it all together.
Man, I don't know if it's because we around the same age or not, man, but we like the same artists, man. Scarface, he one of my favorites too, bro.
Yeah, I mean, bro.
And like Ghetto Boys too, you know what I'm saying? Like I was on them real early, you know what I'm saying? Like I used to sneak my sister tapes when I was little. You know what I'm saying? I was probably like 6, 7, 8.
Right.
I'm just sneaking tapes and bumping them joints.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Not having nothing else to do. We ain't had no internet stuff back then, so you know, so you had to find something to do. Yeah. But yeah, man, that Ghetto Boys Resurrection album, man, that's one of the dopest albums to this day to me. Like the whole album is a classic. Man. You ain't gotta skip through nothing.
And I tell you some other crazy shit, cause getting older in the game and learning more about, you know, like behind the scene type shit, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know till I was grown, you know what I'm saying, how Scarface was making a lot of them beats, you know what I'm saying? I just was like, this is one of the dopest lyricists.
I don't think none of us did.
Man, yeah, Scarface was making them beats, you know what I'm saying? They like Jones is in that studio, man, he is a true genius, you know what I'm saying? He ain't just the lyrical genius that we think he is. He's an all-around musician.
Say that.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. What are some of your favorite artists that you listen to right now?
Right now, my favorite artist is Finesse 2 Time. You know what I'm saying? Out of all the new generation, man, because you know what I'm saying? He keep it P. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the shit he say really resonate with me, you know what I'm saying? Because he don't sugarcoat this shit. He ain't trying to play to a trend. You know what I'm saying? He keep this shit real Memphis, you know what I'm saying? And he ain't trying to, man, get caught up in all of this, you know what I'm saying, this new era with the, you know, letting these hoes run around and do, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know what I'm saying. He like, nah, you know what I'm saying, I run shit, you know what I'm saying.
Hey, shout out to Finesse 2 Time, man. Come on the Sitdown podcast, man.
Yo, sir.
Yeah, I mess with him too, man. I think one thing I like about him is you can tell from his flow and what he say, he authentic. Everything he say is authentic. He ain't just out here trying to rap about shit he don't know about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I like about him too. So if you could pick one person to work with in music, who would you pick and why?
Ooh, that's a good question because I got so many, bro.
Check it. Since you podcast guy, I want 2 answers. One is on the music tip. Like if you could do a song or something with an artist. And the other one's like if you could interview any artist.
Right.
So I need 2 answers.
If I could work with anybody, I'm going to keep it Memphis and I'm going to go fly. I'm going to go play a fly. Just because, you know what I'm saying, being the fan that I am of Fly, you know what I'm saying, I would just love to see what the fuck we could come up with, you know what
nobody needs nobody.
Yeah.
But everybody too hard.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Play on Fly, man.
You know what I'm saying? And then as far as, man, you know what I'm saying, on the podcast type shit, man, they bought them JG. You know what I'm saying? I would love to talk to them about space age pimping. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
I mess with everybody, them the guys.
Got to. You know what I'm saying? They the pioneers of this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So man, what do you think about Memphis music, man? What come to mind when you think about Memphis music?
Right now, man, you know what I'm saying? It's just the sky's the limit is what I think about. You know what I'm saying? This whole new wave of, you know what I'm saying, that Memphis finally done got the exposure, you know what I'm saying, that artists have been striving for so long, you know what I'm saying? It's like now we getting mainstream exposure, you know what I'm saying? Because like, especially like during my era, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of cats that was hard, you know what I'm saying? You had cats like Miscellaneous, you had cats like Mac E, you know what I'm saying? You know, it was a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying, us in the early 2000s, you know what I'm saying, that never got over that commercial hump, you know what I'm saying, but had that sign, you know what I'm saying, that the world wasn't ready for yet, you know what I'm saying? And now with the whole world attention, they looking for it and they wanting it, you know what I'm saying? You know, I watch it, just the sky's the limit, man, you know what I'm saying? If you can't get it right now, man, you don't miss that boat, man, because when that ship leave, man, you can get your ass left on that dock, man.
Before we go to the rest of the interview, I like to ask all my guests, if you can go anywhere in the world right now, where would you go? So this is what I want you to do. I want you to tell me where you would go and then clap your hands 3 times for me and I'm going to take you there.
Man, shit, right now, bro, if we can go anywhere in the world, man, I want to go to the Purple Diamond, you know what I'm talking about? Oh, man, god damn, man, what titties, ass, bucket buckets. I know I got some money in this motherfucker somewhere, man.
Hey, we at the strip club, man.
Let's turn up, baby, let's turn up.
Let's ready.
Man, we gonna get it, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, y'all be on cue. My guy need a lap dance. Hey, so we back. This is the sit down interview. A studio plug, Memphis. I got my guy with me, Twankie, man.
Yeah.
He just teleported us to the strip club. Know how we do here in Memphis, man.
Turn up, baby, turn up.
So let me ask you this, since we on the subject of Memphis, man. What do you think about how Memphis has impacted the rap culture?
We changed the flow. The triplet sign, you know what I'm saying? The little infamous style, you know what I'm saying? What Bone and 3-6 was beefing about back in the day, that whole sound has influenced the whole culture, you know what I'm saying? And everybody wanna rap like that now.
Facts. So let me ask you this, man. What was it like growing up being a white street guy in the hip hop world? You know what I'm saying? Here in Memphis, man. Talk about that for a minute.
It was easier for me in Memphis being from Memphis, you know what I'm saying? Because I grew up in a biracial family, so you know what I'm saying? I grew up in the hood, so you know, I got that, man. Oh, he ain't white, you know what I'm saying? They just, man.
Right.
Once I got on the road, started doing music and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it affected me outside of the city, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So engulfed in the city and in the culture, especially like before now when the outside world didn't get it, you know what I'm saying? Before social media and all of this shit, going to New York and then they got to fight with a bartender fucking with me talking about, you know, I asked for an orange drink. I'm like, on? What's an on? On? What's an on? You know what I'm saying? I ain't catching him. At first I thought he couldn't hear me because we was in the club. By the time I saw he was fucking with me about the way I was talking, I'm ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had anger issues when I was young, man. You know what I'm saying? I learned the woo side. But yeah, so you know what I'm saying? It was definitely, you know what I'm saying, something the outside world didn't get. You know what I'm saying? Till probably like when Paul Wall got on, it was a little more acceptable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He kind of made it like, oh, he just from the hood.
Man, shout out to Paul Wall, man.
Yes,
I met
sir.
Paul Wall and Michael Watts one time, man. Got their autographs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we did a show with them folk one time, man. He was trying to do a grill for my little homie Scooter, man. Rest in peace, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, so they actually got kind of close, so you know what I'm saying? But
so man, what's next for HPM podcast, bro?
Man, the podcast, man, shit, we just trying to turn up, man. We trying to get y'all to tune in. We bringing in, you know what I'm saying, trying to build a platform, you know what I'm saying, to support the underground, to support, you know what I'm saying, anybody that got anything going on, you know what I'm saying, you need to promote, you know what I'm saying, we building a platform for you. The podcast ain't about me, you know what I'm saying, but it is about me because I'm talking my shit, you know what I'm saying, but it's going to continue to grow and evolve.
Tell them where to find you at. Man,
you know what I'm saying, just YouTube hard pimping, baby. You know what I'm saying? Type it in, everything gonna come up, man. Shit. Music on all streaming platforms, man. Twankie, man, got a single out right now. See you when I get there. It's a dedication piece for, man, the soldiers that we done lost, man. You know what I'm saying? I just had to put another play in the ground just yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Long live Keandre, man. You know, it's wicked out here in these city streets, man. Y'all hear us talk this shit, you know what I'm saying? But when you out here living in this shit, man, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different story, man. You know what I'm saying? Memphis ain't the motherfucking murder capital of the world for no reason, man. We go through this shit, man. We got to live through it. Y'all just like listening to it, man. This shit hurt. And this shit, man, you know what I'm saying? Real life situations in this city, man. And we got to go through it.
Let's speak on that for a minute, Twankie, man. What you think, you know, you've been in Memphis a long time, man. You've seen the changes, you know, how worse it's got with the car theft, the jackings, and the killing. Man, what can the city do? Like, if you could get them something to do to, like, help us, help the kids out, what you think it is, bro? Like, honestly, like,
I don't want to get you counsel, bro, so, me and politics don't get along, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't fuck with none of it. But shout out to the new Memphis Mayor Paul Young, you know what I'm saying? Known personally, I went to college with him, man. Real good dude, man. I'm hoping for the best, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping he can change some things around because, you know what I'm saying, this small city, big town shit that Memphis got going on, man, you know what I'm saying? We've been stuck in it for so long, man, and the world is changing, man. You got to keep up, man, because if you ain't growing, you dying. You know what I'm saying? It's evolution. You know what I'm saying? Nothing stays the same forever. And, you know, we got to keep up. There's so many things that the city could have had over the years that we've lost to other cities because, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to be here because of the crime. And then folks don't realize the crime stems from ain't shit to do here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you young and you trying to do shit, it's like, man, ain't nothing to do. So we just gonna keep doing the same shit we been doing.
Right.
So, you know, but I'm hopeful, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, shout out to the new mayor, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm hopeful for the best, man, you know what I'm saying? He a real good dude and hopefully he able to make some changes.
Let me ask you this. What do you think about the Beale Street Music Festival not coming back to Tom Lee Park? I don't know if you know
Nah, I
about that.
seen that shit yesterday, whenever 2 days ago, whenever the story broke, man. That fucked up is what it is, man. You know what I'm
They
saying?
say they've been doing that for like, what, 50-some years or
Yeah,
something?
you know what I'm saying? But they, and what it looked like to me is they really just talked about all the money that they had to spend last year to clean
Remodel.
up after, the shit. Because, you know what I'm saying, they had spent all that money investing in the way shit looked down there, you know what I'm saying? But okay, well, you know what I'm saying, you gonna throw a festival, it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, the grass gonna get fucked up. You doing this shit outside. That's the new thing in music is festivals. That's where the big money is. And you know what I'm saying, that was something people have always looked forward to. I seen somebody else trying to do another version of it, you know what I'm saying. I don't know if it's gonna be the great value version or if they gonna be able to do it just as big and as better, but I mean, it's fucked up, man. It's another example of, man, ain't shit to do down here. Anytime we get something, man, we lose it.
Man, what you think about them solving the Tupac murder after all this time? You heard about that?
I did, man. I actually talked about that, man, on another podcast, man. Now that I'm learning more and more about because my first initial reaction was like, 27 years later, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Which I was watching some Hulu documentaries and was like, oh, now we know who did it. Because the streets been hollering Keefe D name for 27 years. They found the car at the main house 27 years ago. You know what I'm saying? They just couldn't prove it for whatever the situation was. It's like, what was the nail in the coffin that said, made the DA be like, all right, we gonna press charges today. But you know what I'm saying? Then I started seeing like the Vlad TV interviews and shit. And they were like, man, John basically was incriminating himself on the camera and shit. Basically, you know what I'm saying, he trying to get, you know what I'm saying, the shit put on Diddy. You know what I'm saying, from what I done read, you know what I'm saying, they not going to be able to link this shit in the court of law, you know what I'm saying, because it's all about what you can prove, and you know what I'm saying, but I don't know, man, that shit fucked up, man. I love Pop, you know what I'm saying, Pop was my favorite rapper in life, you know what I'm saying, and then when he just favorite rapper, he was beyond rap, he was a mega star, you know what I'm saying, hell, Pop was like my goddamn big brother, you know what I'm saying.
He was the GOAT.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. He helped raise me, you know what I'm saying. So just listening to him taught me how to move out in the world. Being that we old and grown now, we don't realize, man, John was number 24 years old when he died, you know what I'm saying. I just was, 14, 15 when I was listening to him. So, you know what I'm saying. I mean,
basically still a kid, pretty much.
Yeah, because I know, man, when I was 24 years old, I go back and listen to some of my songs from them. I was on some bullshit, boy. I'm like, man, no, I can't be on that type of shit no more. I'm grown. I got kids, you know what I'm saying? And I done grew up a lot, you know what I'm saying? And but yeah, 24, I was wild, you know what I'm saying? The wisdom that man had at that young of an age, you know what I'm saying? Because even when he did shoot off, he's like, man, you 24, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be shooting off, you know what I'm saying? He ain't supposed to be doing this other shit. And that's what made him who he was. Yeah, man. I mean, that whole situation, wow. I'm anxious to see how it turned out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if they got evidence, you know what I'm saying, they gonna have to show it eventually. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck took so long though?
You spoke on, like what you was doing, the different shit at 24 versus now, right?
Yeah.
If you could look back, or if you could tell somebody it's 24 right now, some shit that could have helped you back then, like what would you tell them? Like what would be your advice?
Man, the streets don't lead to number 2 places, man. Jail or the cemetery, man.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We grow up in the shit. Some folk born into the shit. You don't even get a choice. But man, once you old enough to think for yourself, you gotta find a way out this shit. Find a way out.
Facts.
Yeah.
I think that's some major advice right there, man. For real.
I try and drop a gem when I can.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, man, Twankie, man, appreciate you. Salute you for coming on the show. This is the Sit Down Studio Plug Memphis. Before we go, man, tell them where to find you at, man. Tell them what's next for HPM Studios, man.
Hard pimping, man. HARDPIMPIN, man. Look me up on YouTube, man. Sock it to my pocket, baby. HPMstudio.etsy.com. Go get the merch, baby. Go look me up all streaming platform, man. I got 20 years worth of music, man. If you want to hear some pimp shit, you want to hear some player shit, you want to hear some real shit, I got it for you, man. If you want a feature, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I might charge you, but you're going to have to hit me up. You know what I'm saying? 24-hour turnaround, man. That's how we get down, clown.
Man, y'all definitely hit him up, man. He got the studio, his quality on point. He got the dope set up for his podcast. You know what I'm saying? He asking you real questions, man, giving you real feedback. So y'all definitely hit him up, man. Twankie, man, salute. It's the Sit Down and Studio Plug Memphis.
Yes, sir. Man, I'm cold in the winter. Hawk had me rose in my winter. Lost hit the toll and I'm peeling off. My money might piss you off. Man, ain't worried about your plotting on me. I stay with that pistol on me. You won't get me slipping home in more cheese than macaroni. And I'm slick as a oil spot sitting up in a foreign car on a jaw like a porn star.